Yep, we live, we up, and we're live. The black signal has went out. The black signal has went out. Tension on deck, tension on... Oh, I'm out of uniform. Wait. I'm out of uniform. Not this one today. Can't be this one. Can't be this one. Can't be this one. This one? Let's see. This one? Nah, it's not that one either. Huh? Oh, it's Umoja. It's Umoja. Yeah, it's Umoja. We gotta throw out that violet today, family. So we're gonna go and get into our superhero uniform. Every hero has a uniform, right? Good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Brother Tim coming at you live and direct early in the morning. Early in the morning. The only way we could do it here during these weekdays. Early. Let's get this straight. This is extra large. I wasn't thinking when I bought them. Well, yeah, I was thinking, but wasn't thinking the right thing, right? You know, we all bigger than we think, or smaller than we actually think, right? All right. Shouts out to Brother Shaka. We're about to get started. Make sure you got your glass and your water. I need to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simple production. And of course, you know this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Grab your glass, grab your water. Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and sip some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. But first, breathe, then drink. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Carry your glass and drink some water. Brush your glass and drink some water. Just drink your water. Drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Raise, then toast. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Your body drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, drink, eat, toast. Oh, that's the 4 pillars. Drink, breathe, move, toast. That's what we do in the morning. Raise your glass and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man, we ain't heard that breakdown in a minute. I'll be cutting it off early. Drink, 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 drink. It is the start of another marvelous week. Another marvelous week. School for many of us is jumping off right now as we speak. I don't have to. We don't officially start until Ujima, but right now, I still have to get there and get ready. So we'll sip on some water. We ain't gonna sip on this water. We're gonna drink this water. We're gonna do the toast. Let me get this. I don't have my spoon available, so excuse me while I go get the spoon. Let me use some spoon getting music. Let's see. Well, we got a commercial.
I am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent sinner. I pledge to find and connect with my sinner. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior and to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, my teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame prayer that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace.
Oh man, family, I'll be on that bench tonight. I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about it after I get done with the bottle. So last time we was experimenting with the diatomaceous earth. See, it took me a little while, but I got it. The diatomaceous earth, and it was all right. It was all right. I ain't have no ill effects. So I decided to get on a bench tonight and to go in and sweep some stuff after it. But, some other stuff started happening, so I don't know what's going on with my body at this point in time. That shirt behind you is the red one. That's for Imani. This one is the purple one. This one is for Umoja. All right, so family, let's go and drink this water because it ain't that much in the news. Of course, Omarosa and, of course, black people being assaulted all over the country. We could talk about all that, but we here to toast our ancestors, raise them up, lift them up, right? So get your water, especially if you're doing a bentonite, right? Those type of things require a lot of water because they are pulling all of the toxins out of at least out of your digestive tract, which is a majority of the inside of you. So you got a lot of intestines, large intestines, small intestines, all connected to the stomach. All that stuff is connected to extracting energy from food, basically. Even when you breathe, the air is used to kind of fire up the fuel, right? So had some of the strangest dreams last night about other dimensions and shit like that. I'm not used to dreaming like that, but it came. It was something. It was something I'm gonna have to sit down and really think about and write about because it was like every time I had a question, there was an answer. I don't know if you ever had one of those type of dreams, but and that was one of the first times I had a dream with stuff where I would ask questions and they had answers. Now, it was in the dream realm, so one of the problems about that is when you know, shit in the dream realm don't work like it works here. So, you know. Hold on. Come on, get some water. Who else is that out there? I seen Brother Shaka was out there. Somebody else popped up, or is that still Brother Shaka? And sometimes, because yesterday, CeeLo said he called his people, but I don't see who it is right away. Usually the number pop up before a name pops up. So I have to just be guessing. Sometimes be like 3-4 people before, you know what I'm saying, before I see any images. So this week we will be having the Marcus Garvey ceremony, Marcus Garvey celebration, over at the Black Study Extension Center. I think that was called it. The Extension Center over on Mount Vernon. I'll come up with the address, but if you got the text this morning, the flyer, I'm gonna be attaching the flyer every day. Of course, we're gonna be having that ball salad. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland and his crew, they help provide some of that food. The Urban Gems is in the house. You know what I'm saying? We buying the food straight from our young people, man. Like I said, man, I challenge all over the country, family. Y'all need to do that. Top that. You know what I'm saying? Top your children providing the food for the celebration. Top it. Just top it. And I ain't just talking about going out and buy it. I'm talking about growing, you know, from as they say about the pig, from the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying? Top it. Please. Cause I'm shooting for the greens on during Kwanzaa. I'm shooting for something during Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Where it's gonna totally be grown by us. So when people come in, they know that when they partake in the Karamu, it's really a harvest. It ain't no fake harvest. It's a real harvest. I ain't go to Crow. Nah, this is harvest. We harvested this. Matter of fact, some of them greens over there was picked today. Fly. That's fly to me. I just don't know. Hold on. We had to cancel the African American Arts Festival. My fault. The African Village Arts Festival. And like I said, I think they're going to reschedule or they're going to do it all next year. I don't know as of yet, but I do know I do know once again that next Kuumba we'll be having our Marcus Garvey celebration. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful event. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some of y'all there. I'm trying to get this ambrosia ready. Matter of fact, let me getting that ambrosia music. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, why not? What the hell going on? What's going on?
Minute by minute, hour by hour, you lose your faith, you lose your power, If it is to be, it's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. And your better is your best. Black people.
green tea mix. Alright? Now I know because no wonder, damn. I wonder why it's kind of dark. You do see the color separations. There we go. They're better. Alright. You see that? That's that green tea. This is about 4 different types of green tea that I have come up to mix up for that ambrosia. That's why I had to kind of go up on the price. It was only just a little bit. But, you know what I'm saying, these teas, you know what I'm saying, they smell a lot fresher. They're a lot better, you know. And this is thanks to Brother Shaka, because when Shaka upped his green tea game, I said, there's other green teas out there I need to explore. And I knew about these green teas, but I just didn't have to explore. And once Shaka got into the game, and he upped his green tea, I said, shit. Nah, you ain't gonna, you up, I see you, I see your 1, and I raise you 4. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Personal blend of green teas. And this is a powerful mix. I ain't gonna go into the teas that's in here, but it is a beautiful, nice aroma, nice roasted. Because in this mix you have some brown rice as well. So that's one of the teas. One of the teas has brown rice in it, but it's still considered a green tea. Like wheat puffs and stuff like that. You know, so you kind of remind me of sugar snaps. You know what I mean? A little puffy stuff up in there, right? Man, whew. It just smelled good. It just smelled good. So I would have had this all bagged up and placed in the water, but I ran out of tea bags, so I got to go and purchase some tea bags. But I plan to have some samples ready by the Marcus Garvey Festival, because I got a lot of honey, so I want to go on and figure out how to pour this honey. But, you know, I've been shaking it up. Got to shake it up so I can make sure I get a balanced mix, because it's like I said, it's 4 different kinds up in here. This is about 190 bags. You know what I'm saying? 190 bags. So I have a certain amount of bags I like to do per gallon. So I have to make a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I got one more. I think I might add one more tea to this. Actually, I think I will add that one more tea to it and get it nice and mixed up. But I'll do that later, right? Sorry, family. We're going to drink this water. We're going to do this toast. We're going to get up out of here so that y'all can have a beautiful day. And I hope that today is one of those days, one of those life-changing days for you, right? So here we go. All right, so let's see. Some of that ambrosia. Some of that thick ambrosia. It's aging. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to definitely cut down on the amount of bee pollen that I put in. Because that bee pollen get in there. And that's a whole nother beast, because there's a whole nother level of sweetness. Changes the taste as well as changes the color. Alright? And that gives, it actually start forming more scobies because of the bee pollen. But it's healthier. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to reduce the amount of bee pollen I put into it. Because, it ain't going to take a lot of bee pollen to get it popping off. I don't want the bee pollen to overpower the brew, because if you look at this one, see how, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot darker, you know what I'm saying, not that I mind, damn, and it matures, so the bacteria and yeast is in here eating up some stuff and getting nice and strong so that they can feed your body, right? Now the beautiful part about fermentation, once again, the beautiful part about fermentation that a lot of people don't realize, that when you start fermenting, what you do is you kind of pre-digest. I go through this all the time for y'all. You pre-digest the food. So if you're doing greens, if you're doing cucumbers, if you're doing tomatoes, even if you ferment meat, what you do is you kind of, the bacteria and yeast is pre-digesting it for your body. So it releases nutrients within foods, within substances that would not be readily available for your body prior to the fermentation. So it kind of breaks down some of the barriers for your body to be able to get some of the stuff. So now what you're going to start seeing on the market, and check it out, you're going to start seeing on the market, you're going to start seeing a lot of fermented products, a lot of fermented vitamins, right? Good morning, Miss Navita Nelson. You're going to start seeing a whole lot of fermented stuff in the grocery store. Fermented, health food stores. It's going to start health food stores first, but you're going to start seeing stuff like fermented greens, right? And they're going to be selling you in capsules and stuff. And that's nothing but that's a simple process that you could learn on your own. And you don't have to pay all that money, because what they're going to do is they're going to hike it up, because we got a special process of fermentation. Don't go for that shit. There is no special process of fermentation. Fermentation is the same process. I'm going to tell you what fermentation is. Y'all remember when you was young, right? Well, I don't know. Y'all house might have been different. But if you ever had some bread sitting around your house and that shit got old and moldy, that's fermentation. All right? These motherfuckers have not come up with a special method of fermentation where they could charge you an arm and a leg for that shit. Just like when they be just like they're trying to do with these probiotics. There is no special probiotics. You understand what I'm saying? There are no special probiotics. You can go and produce the probiotics by fermenting food yourself. And the only thing I'm trying to get my people to do is to be healthy, right? We could be healthy without giving up everything. We could be healthy without being, you could be healthy and still live your life. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like adding certain things to your diet, adding certain things, and then you'll start developing taste for different things. And as you start developing taste for those different things that you'll start developing taste for will be a little bit healthier for you. Like that ambrosia. Some people are like, it's too strong. You know what I'm saying? But once you start changing your diet, right? Once you start moving and at least trying it, like I said, like I tell people, you can't drink it like I drink it. I've been drinking it for like the last 3 years almost. Right? Even before that. You know what I'm saying? But the piece that I had to adjust to, when I first started drinking kombucha, I had to get used to that. So I would drink a half a bottle, and then I drink, but I started figuring, I said, damn, if I could take shots of liquor, you know what I'm saying? Shots of liquor, if I could drink straight, I don't even get a chaser. You know what I'm saying? I like straight liquor. And when I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? So if I could drink straight liquor, then shit, doing something healthy is not an issue for me. And some of y'all need to really think about it like that. If you are able to drink straight liquor, none of these health products should be any problem for you. Shit, as a matter of fact, this is a walk in the park, right? So all right, family, we're gonna do this toast. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Toasting that first ancestor. Now we move to the stars of the show. We're going to toast those marvelous, wonderful, powerful ancestors that work in our lives and making everything smooth, right? Making it a way when there's no way, right? Making a way out of no way, right? Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, George, and William Walter, Chris, and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normo X, Pet Mara Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Gail Pulliam, Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Gaston, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Ernest McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Raymond James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Dolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury, Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Ed Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler-Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Harriet Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrells, Jerry Farman, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatette Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson, Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, now back to the pretty book, Mazarine Kofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Reginald Oliver, Jacqueline Broadus, Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Edward R. Benson Sr., Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiron Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Baba Naeem, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bat Vaughn, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earleton Houston, Albert Moore, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, William Stevenson, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Kofer, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lester and Rachel Saunders, John Bowie, Alex Nixon, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hat Senior, Mally Miller, Howsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson. Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Aunt Becca, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hattie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Emma McClendon, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Jennifer Sensenball, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Phyllis Lee, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry. Shouts out to all of our ancestors. We lift the glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the present moment.
Damn, Rod, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
That's that thinking music in those movies when they go off to the next scene. You start thinking, that little sound in the background. All right, today is Umoja. Speaking of, there is no tomorrow. It was just today, just this moment. Unity. Umoja is unity. The Amadic principle of the day is truth. The color is violet. Mentalism is the Hermetic law. If you are a male born on this day, this is your day. Kwojo, right? Kwojo is your day. Female, Ajua. It's your day. It's your day, right? Wolof. African Centered Cultural Virtue and Value System from the Muslim Emancipation Circle. All right? Principle of the day in Wolof, or cultural virtue and value of the day, or value and value, however you say it. Wolof. In Wolof today, we have Taranga, sense of hospitality. We got Akan ethics. In Akan today, we talk truth. And in traditional Yoruba, the attributes of good character. Today, we're looking at Suru, patience. When we need to practice, right? So, now remember, mad. If you're mad, you got to find out how you've been violated. Now, we're going to have to discuss that violation piece. How have you been violated? Once you establish how you've been violated, you need to set limits, reestablish your boundaries. If you're sad, you have to ask yourself, what is the loss? Or if one of your friends is sad, boom, you help them identify that. You ask them, what is the loss? Right? Once they're able to identify the loss, you know what I'm saying? I need support. They need to ask for support, or you need to be able to ask for support. Space, time to grieve and let go. All right? And I keep on telling y'all what Elder Wakesa said, dealing with sadness is the door to power. Right? Scared. Ask yourself, what's the danger? Remind yourself, or ask. Reach out. I need protection, support, reassurance. Once you identify the danger. All right? So, that's what's going on in the moment. That's how we're going to master our moment. One emotion at a time. One principle at a time. We're going to master this moment right now. One moment at a time, one emotion at a time. That's all we can do. Right? Get it till we got it down to a perfection. Got it down like a sprinter. Got their pace for their run. You got it down like a football player. Got their plays down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna work on it. We like a scientist with his hypothesis that he's trying to build into a theory. Like a mathematician with the basic math principles. We're trying to get it. We got to work it every day, right? So we lift up our glass to this moment because we know if we don't handle our business in the moment, there will be definitely no tomorrow for our children. You understand what I'm saying? Won't be one if we don't handle our business. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there we move to our future. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. The ones here and the ones yet to come. Because they keep coming, man. And we raising that glass and we say, thank God they keep coming. Ashe. Then we move from there, move to all of our relations. We lift up that glass. We salute all of our relations, right? You know, and we say Ashe. All right, from there, we move on to that selfish libation. And like I said, we lift up the glass and we ask the Creator, we ask the ancestors, since we called them in the room, for what we need. Remember, like when we dealing with our emotions, we got to ask for help. We got to ask for reassurance. We got to ask for protection. We got to ask for support. You know what I'm saying? Mastering self is a community endeavor. I mean, as paradoxical as that sound, mastering yourself is a community endeavor. It's a tribal endeavor, right? You become better when you are around people, or you can become better or become worse, depending on the crew you hang with, right? So, we raise that glass. Hurry up, because this glass is heavy. You know what you need. You know what you want. Get it for yourself, because right now you got to take care of you so that you could be able to take care of your ancestors and be able to take care of the future generations, right? Get what you need. Say Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we salute the most powerful person, most powerful being in the room right now. And that's you. Lift my glass up to you. I say salute, right? I say 100 years. I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years, family. And y'all go and have a great and marvelous day. All right? Peace out. Oh, hold on. Let me take a sip. Sage and well. Use your heart and not your eyes.